Hello everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to be ranking basic 3D models that you'll see in a lot of applications. I just wanted to rank them, so let's begin. So for instance, let's say I want to rank a classic one. Where is the Stanford Bunny? This guy, Stanford Bunny, is very popular. I see him in a lot of physics simulations all the time. If you like, they're demonstrating something new in graphics, they always try to use this guy. I've always seen him in all the demonstrations. I'm gonna put this guy in S tier for now. He is very classic. He's so simple. His ears, he's thick and he's thin at the same time for his ears. He's enough polygons, not too many. I think it's a very good model. It's been scanned by Stanford, and so that's how it's gonna work. We're gonna rank that one. Next up, let's rank. No, I'm gonna rank Susan. So Susan is the one of the base models for uh, Blender, and I cannot find him. Let's do the dragon. So this is also another one from Stanford. This is the Stanford Dragon. This one's used a lot too, not as much as this one. This one's a lot bigger. So I do see this a lot of times in simulations and demonstrations. I'd say this one's not as popular. This one, I'm gonna leave it A tier for now. I've not thought of this beforehand. I just want to look at these, but for now, I'll leave it there. The armadillo, again, another Stanford one. I'd say this is also, these two are very similar. I do see this one a lot more than this one. This one's a lot more complex, but the way the arms and legs works, it's really fun to see, like goo physics or like it like dissolving. It's a lot more fun. This one, a lot more happening. I'm gonna put this one in 8 here as well, but it might change in the future. So let's find out. And then next I want to rank probably this one. And this one, I'm gonna rank this one probably in D tier. Now, the reason I'm ranking this one in D tier is because this one is Cornell's box, and at the time it's probably very useful. I do. There's a lot of pictures of it where they put other models and they demonstrate how the lighting affects it. I just think nowadays it's just a box. Something really special about this one anymore. That probably when people are creating it, they create a box that looks just like this. That this one's probably not as special, something like these ones, like all the other ones, honestly. I think this one's just a good demonstration thing. I think it has some infinity. I don't want to put in. I'll put it in D for now. Next, I want to find. I'll do Bob. This is Bob. I have no idea what this is from. I'm gonna rank it C. I just have no clue, honestly. I want to put Bob higher. She's above everyone else. I'll put Bob here. I found this on a website. I was like, 3D models. So like, yeah, let's put Bob there. The same thing for Blub. Blub, I think Blub is a little more higher. He looks a lot cooler. I feel like these two would be good for water physics. I'm gonna put Blub, I think, above Bob. I think that's where he belongs. Come here, Bob. Boop. I don't know what these are from, honestly. I think they're from some kind of computer science school. I forgot the name of it, but I'll put Blub here, and I'll put Bob right next to Blub. You stay there, Bob. Susan, where I should name this better. Let's do Spot. Spot, I think he deserves to be in B tier. Now you notice there's another cow here, but Spot to me, he also has a lot of potential. He's a bit newer. I think he was made in like 2012. A lot of these ones were made in the early 2000s. This one's I don't know. This one's made in like 1980s. This one's probably the oldest one here, besides one we'll get to. But one thing I like about Spot is that he's still new. And also, there's this amazing animation. That's the reason I like it so much. But I think he's maybe a bit too simplistic. And he was modeled. So these ones were scanned for designs. A lot of these were scanned. But some of these were modeled. I'm pretty sure these ones were modeled. And Spot was too. But I think the simplicity adds to some things. Like you can get really cool animations like that and testing out. But I think something like the Stanford Bunny does rank a bit higher. I think this one's still relatively new in the industry. So I think we might see more representation of him. Next, this one's gonna be interesting. This one's unlike the other ones on the list. This one is, don't want to paint on it. This one is 3D Benchy. Now 3D Benchy also is interesting because he's mostly used for 3D printing, and I'm gonna put him here. I don't want to put him too high, I think for 3D printing world, he's very iconic. He's a good starting to test out the curvature, make sure your 3D printing can do curves are good. It can do different lengths, different shades. So this one has different coloring. It's a good kind of test to see how your 3D printer does. I don't think it's the end all be all 3D printing. I think there's a lot more complex designs. And I think there's like the octopus one, which is very popular. I couldn't find. I want to add that one though. I think this one is more of a defined as the base for 3D printing. I want to put it up here because I think it was a very unique one. Now this one is Nefertiti. I think I said that right. This was an Egyptian queen, and they found her bust and they scanned it. This one has like millions of polygons. It's a very detailed one. I'm gonna put it also in B tier. I think I'll put it there for now. And I'm putting this one here because, yeah, I think there's a lot of good cultural significance of it. I don't see much use of this one besides preservation. But I think this one belongs here. It's really cool to see, like, hey, this is preserved forever now. We will always have this one, even when the bust maybe dissolves or it disintegrates with time. We still have this current model, which I think is really cool. This one's also was given away by the museum. The museum gave permission to use this one, which is really cool. Cow. This one is just called Cow. I don't know the origin of this one. I just know this one is just Cow. So, but Cow. There's that funny animation with them of Val where he gets like crushed between the bars. I think probably Spot is a better version of this one. This one does have a lot more realistic features, but I feel like it doesn't translate as well as something like the bunny, which was more realistic. I'm gonna put this one in B for now. Utah Teapot is going in A. This one is the classic Utah Teapot. This is more infamous. I'm gonna A. I should say S. This one is one of the best, I would say. I'm gonna put it above the bunny. It's the definition for 3D modeling, 3D, and all so much. This one's original. It's probably the best of them all. It's not. I don't think it's used as any more. But I think it's used. This one might be used a little bit more than this one nowadays, I believe. But this one still just was the like. If you want to learn how to 3D model, this is the thing to use. And last one is going to be Susan. Where is Susan? Susan. No. Benchy. Where's Susan at? Wait, how do I get... Where is Susan? Here it is. It's render result. I don't know what it's called. This one also would go in A tier. I think... This one, I don't know about the other platforms, but I don't think Maya and Cinema 4D have a unique base model. This one was created as an Easter egg, kind of, for one of the developers of Blender. And because Blender is a very popular thing, maybe not the most popular 3D creation tool, I think because this one's so unique that when you first launch it, it's like, what is this guy? I don't think this one ever will get into S tier, but I think this one deserves to be here. I might put this one a little bit lower. I think the dragon is a bit better. I'll leave it like that. I think that's a good list. So here's the list. If they have any, let me look at it one more time. This one, yeah, Stanford, Utah Teapot deserves to be here. Stanford Bunny deserves to be here. I think these ones, I really like these. This one in particular. Spot the Cow, I think deserves to be here. Nefertiti, I think that's a good spot for them. These two, I don't know about Mr. Blub here and Mr. Bob, but they're gonna stay here. And then the Cornell's box, I don't want to be rude to Mr. Cornell, the school, but I'm just gonna put it here. It's just like a basic kind of thing. And yeah, I think it's a good tier list. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible day and happy April 1st. This was not an April Fool's at first. I was like, oh, I'll rank these things. But I guess it's become one. So thank you everyone so much for watching. And I hope you have an incredible day, incredible whatever. Just I hope you have an incredible you. So thank you everyone. Goodbye. Bye.